Welcome back. This is Laura with Feather the Nest. And if you're a returner, you know that I love talking about sewing and crafting and so many other things. And then I also love talking about the pattern drops when they come out so that we can take a look at them and see what our thoughts are. So if you're new here, I really hope that you will like and subscribe so that you can keep on getting great content. Okay, let's talk about the drop today. It is the Simplicity Fall drop. So let's find out what's in it. I think it's pretty good. We're going to start with a Mimi G pattern. This is Simplicity 3168. It is a jacket with a detachable capelet in 2 lengths. Okay. She's cute. I do feel like the denim jacket underneath, I have patterns that are very similar to that. So I don't know that I'm going to be buying this one because I don't really know that I'm into the capelet. It does come in 8 to 26. And of course, you can make it from denim, corduroy, chino, that kind of thing. Yeah, they've got a capelet that's shorter and one that's longer. Not sure that this is something that I would wear, but it might be something you like. So go for it. All right, the next one, Simplicity 3166. This is a top with 3 variations on sleeves. You've got the backless version here with a halter. You've also got a long sleeve and a cap sleeve version. It does come in sizes 10 to 26. Challis, charmeuse, crepes, stable knits, all of that. Again, not one that I think I will buy. I don't like things that come up too high on my neck for some reason. It's just something that bothers me, but I think it's a really cute style that you could do 3 ways. So go for that one. Okay, this may be my favorite pattern on the drop. This is Simplicity 3169. It is a skirt with 3 different pocket versions, no pockets. You've got these great welt pockets here, which I love the way that looks. And you've got the big pouch pockets. I think all of them work really well for this skirt. Definitely will be making this one. And it does come in size 10 all the way to 38 women. So I do love a good size inclusive pattern. So I'm glad to see that this one's size inclusive. You can make it with corduroy, gabardine, linen, medium weight denim, wool blends, all of those things. There is a lining, and I am very excited about this one. We'll definitely be buying this one and making it for the fall. I just think it's the perfect fall piece. You can see the line drawings here that show the pockets, and I just love it. It does have a side zipper. Okay. We have 3170 here. This is a pants pattern. I do love how blousy and the big the pleats are and how it has a wide leg. It does feel very similar to some patterns that I have, so I don't know if I'll be purchasing it. You do want to do a blousy fabric on this. So a lightweight denim, gabardine, linen blends, or wool blends. Size 8 to 26, so fairly size inclusive. But like I said, I feel like I have some patterns very similar to this, so I'm not sure I'll be buying it, just simply because I think I feel like I have this pattern in other ways already. Another Mimi G pattern. She always looks amazing. Simplicity 3167. She has this off-the-shoulder top, really cute, and these pants that almost have a barrel feel to them. You'll see the line drawing. She looks great in this. You see what I'm saying? How it kind of comes out here at the hips. Yeah, I like it. I probably would make the pants. I'll probably order this and make the pants, but I don't know that I'd make the top. I'm just not a big off the shoulder person. I think a lot of people look great in it, just not my style. So take a look at this one if you're interested. Of course, the top is in stretch knits. The bottom, again, is in those lightweight, blousy kind of fabrics that you can use for pants. So it's a good one. Okay, here is Simplicity 3165. This is a one shoulder dress in 3 links. It has this empire waistline up here at the top. It's really cute. It's cut really well. I like it. I like the bow up here. I probably won't be buying it. I'm not a big, like I said, showing my shoulders, one to shoulder kind of person. Maybe I'll get more daring at some point in my life. But it's just not me. I think if I see someone in this, though, I'm like, you look amazing. So maybe I should remember that and like do something like that for me. But I think it's really cute. The next one I will be buying, I know. This has like a 40s kind of feel to me. Do you see how this waistline is cut? I love it. Really cute. That one's made of charmeuse. They don't list that in their fabrics, which is kind of strange. But I think anything like that's going to work. It is very size inclusive, 10 to 38 women's. And so those of us who are plus size and are trying to, like, I've been losing weight. I've lost almost 85 pounds in the past year. So my sizes continue to shift downward, but I still kind of teeter on that edge of being able to make the 24, 26 pattern size in a regular size and have it fit correctly, and needing some women's sizes to kind of give the curves for me that I need. I've always been curvy, even when I'm really thin. So I need that curvature. So I love that this one is very size inclusive. So I think this is great. I will probably make this out of a charmeuse. See what fabrics I have, but she's cute, y'all. I would totally make this one right here, I think, because I like the length of it and I love the little sleeves. So super cute. Will buy. All right, this one is a throwback pattern to the 70s. They've been doing a lot of 70s throwbacks. Love it. Really cute coat. It's an easy to sew. It is not a lined coat. So I think you could make it really quickly. Some tweed, some wool and wool flannel, herringbone, linen, poplin. So you could make it lighter or you could make it heavier, whichever way you want. I don't know if I'm going to buy it only because I don't make a lot of jackets, but if I made it out of poplin or linen, maybe a poplin jacket out of this would look really cute, you know? Um, as you can see, you can have the high neck or the wrap here, which I guess that is just that open there instead of buttoning it all the way up to the top. It has a robe kind of feel to it, but your sizing, it goes 8 to 26. So a lot of these 70s throwbacks, they have been making up to 26, and I like that about it. So let's go back and see what's next, friends. Okay, next is a Madeline pattern, which I think is adorable. It feels too young for myself, but if somebody my age wanted to wear this, again, I'd be like, you're rocking it. You look great. Keep going. There's all these pin tucks, lace, all kinds of fun stuff, and a QR code with a sew along with Maddie Kulig. So you can watch her make it. She always makes things that kind of have a lingerie kind of feel to them, I think, which is really cool. It comes in size 8 to 26, which I applaud. I think that's fantastic. I think I could almost see making the bodice. I don't know, but I think I'd want to put a different sleeve on it. Again, Laura's not big on showing her shoulders right now. I don't know why. I used to love it, but the older I've gotten, I'm like, I'm good. I'll keep them covered up. So tell me your thoughts on that. I like it. It's cute. Probably won't buy the pattern just because it's not for me. Okay, the next pattern was my biggest disappointment. Not because I don't like it. It's Simplicity 3164. Look at this cute jumper. She's adorable. Okay. It only comes up to a size 20. Why would they do that? That's so unfair. And I know there's a lot of jumper patterns out there. I personally feel like a lot of the independent patterns don't have as much of that clean and tailored look that I like. Some of them do. I'm not trying to exclude. I'm just saying that I like this pattern and it only goes to size 20 and I don't know why. So we need to check on that. We need to see what we can do about it. Because it would be adorable and it's a petite. It comes in a petite, which is fantastic because I am like barely 5'3" and I have to look for things like that. So it's cute. Wish it were more size inclusive. Yeah. All right, let's go to this Western shirt, which at first I was like, but I'm kind of digging it now. Okay. If I don't know if you saw on Project Runway the other night, they had a Western night. Western's kind of in, Cowboy Carter, Taylor Swift has a Western feel to the things she does, all those things are very in. So, this is a unisex shirt. I think it's really attractively made. This is what inspired me. I bought some fabric. Look at this. I bought some fabric at Mood when I went to New York that has a very fall feel to it. And I kind of think it would be nice for this shirt. I'm going to see if I have enough fabric. Look at that. The pattern matching they are able to do when it's not a real pattern, when it's not really doing it. But anyway, I would love to do that. So I do love it. So I'm going to look at it and see if I have enough fabric for that. I like the way the tail is done on it, so you could wear it out if you wanted. It is available in extra small to double XL, which is also very handy. So I feel like that's pretty size inclusive. I could make an extra large in this and feel pretty confident, I think. So I like it. I like it a lot. I will look into this one for sure. Okay. All right, this caftan. I love a caftan. And this is a 70s vintage caftan, which I am into. It's got a lot of closure options, really cute, and it's a jiffy. It's an easy to sew pattern. I have friends that have been wanting me to do what we're calling sip and sew. So I pick out a pattern, we get together, I kind of take them through sewing it, and we make it. Now, the only thing with this, especially for a beginner garment, is that it takes a lot of fabric. So I'm not really sure if this is a good project for that, but I'm going to try. I love that it's voluminous, so it's like you order or you make according to your height. So I'm definitely on the short end, and I like that it's made for me with that. Um, so we're gonna see if this would work for some people who are wanting to make some things. If not, I'll find another project. But if you have ideas for my sip and sew, that would be great. But I think who doesn't love a caftan, All right, this one is a shirt pattern. It does have a tuxedo kind of cut to it with this little pointed collar here. It says it's a slim fit shirt. I'm not sure I would make this. I don't know that I have a use for it. I've never made a men's vest. I don't know a lot of men who wear vests very often, but it could be coming back in. Who knows? Um, yeah. So there's your line art. It is in sizes 34 to 52. All right. Let's go, friends. Okay. This one. Okay. So this one gave me ideas at least. I didn't feel like it was as size inclusive as I wanted it to be because it comes in extra small to large kids and then extra small to extra large adults. If it came in up to double X, I think it would work better. But it did give me an idea looking at this. I may make some lightweight hoodies for my kids for their Christmas pajamas with like a t-shirt underneath that they could wear, but that way the hoodie could be used for a lot of things. And then some pajama pants. I may make those this year. Again, I don't know if this is size inclusive enough for my kids' pajama pants, but I'm going to give it a try and see if we can't find it. And if these don't work, then I can make other pajama pants for each person. But it could be kind of a fun idea, I think. So it's cute and a fun idea for Christmas time. Okay, so this is like giving me the best 70s vibes ever. I've already decided I'd love to make this out of denim and put either a fur or faux leather collar up here, So cute. Excuse me if you hear me sniffing. I've got a little bit of a cold. It's been kind of miserable lately. This comes in the sizes 34 to 52, and I just think it is the ultimate 70s look and could be really cool right now. So it's a cool look. I love the vintage 70s patterns though. Okay, this is cute. I'm going to be buying this for my dogs. I'm going to make them a little sports jersey. Has it from small to large. My dog is definitely small. I almost feel like I need an extra small. So we're going to make one and see, because you can make it from scraps. It's like half a yard of knit to make one. So I'm going to see how it fits my dogs and then see if I want to make more of them. But I would love to get like an applique to make it like a Dallas Cowboy kind of piece for my dogs to wear. So I'll definitely be picking this up. It says it's easy to sew, so that's exciting. All right. Oh, kids patterns. I love to review kids patterns just because I think they're so cute. These are, it says faux smocking skirts. So I don't know what's faux about the smocking, but you have this going along here. Three really cute skirts. They look adorable on these kids. Sizes 3 to 14. So if you had a kid who is, you could do your 4-year old and your third grader in like matching skirts if you wanted to. And it's perfect. So cute. There's a couple of other really great kids patterns. They get a jumper too to fit them. I do not begrudge them because it's super cute. Everybody should have a jumper. Look at that hot pink corduroy one she's wearing. It's so cute, guys. I think the jumper phase is back in. They're wearing their cute little boots. Sizes 3 to 14 again. So great stuff. I told you about my cold. Okay, so these are pajamas, and you can make them with the faux fur or without. Honestly, I don't know that I would sew marabou fur to kids' pajamas because you're going to have to wash them, and marabou does not wash, guys. If you've tried, it will just kill it, basically. So I personally would not put the marabou on there just because I know kids and they need to have clothes we can wash often. Maybe if it were a one-time deal and you were going to put the marabou on there and then take it off, that's fine. But I also think it would be kind of irritating to wear. But I'm sure they would feel super special and cute in it. So that's also fun. All right. Next is some aprons. I kind of feel like I've seen these aprons before. We've got a heart shape here. This feels like a fall apron, and then this is more of just a skirt apron. So, ruffly, cute, all of that. I don't think I'll be buying it just because I feel like I've seen these, and I feel these are in kids and misses sizes. So it's cute, but I don't know that I'll be buying it. All right, let's go on with some costume patterns. You know, I love a good costume. So on this pattern, they're gonna be working on this skirt, which I usually call like a bird cage right here, the bee. Um, crinoline, bird cage, panniers. Um, so if you have the right piece that you want to make, this could be it. If you want to do the see-through one and wear it, that's great. Or you could just make your crinoline an A and then cover it with a long skirt if you want it. It's really going to stand out the way you want it. This almost feels like more of a craft project than a sewing project. It is an 8 to 26 project. So it's cool. Stable sheer fabrics. Okay. And then the top she's wearing is what I'm more interested in, I think. It is a corset top. The only thing I don't love about this corset top is that I think I would rework the closures so that it zips up the back or the side. Only because when I'm making costumes, I'm usually wanting people to get in and out of them pretty quickly. Corsets are not something to get in and out of very quickly. So, but I love the shape of this. It's really cute. And you could put this sleeve on it, I feel like, or the puffy sleeve and make a princess gown and then a big puffy skirt to go with it. And you're ready to party. So this comes in 8 to 26 as well. All right. And I know I have some princessy kind of things coming up in my life. All right. A couple more costumes. This cloak, it's incredibly gorgeous. Maybe some of you who cosplay and do some of those would want one of these. It's gorgeous. This one looks like it's made out of velvet, hand velvet, wool types. I mean, it takes a lot of fabric to make this. So you're looking at like 8 yards of fabric plus maybe 4 to 5 yards of lining. Excuse me. Anyway, I think it's really beautiful. I don't have a need to make a cloak right now, but if I did, I would love this pattern. This is a cool costume that I think I might make. My sixth graders are doing a play called She Kills Monsters, and it's about some people who play D&D. One of the characters is like supposed to be this awesome woman player of D&D, and so I think this costume could be really cool. It's got a hood. It feels kind of cool like that, you know. Um, Again, I think I'd want to look at closures on this. What do the closures look like? I would have to build in my own closures that are not all of that stuff that can be there, but then I need to be able to get these kids in and out of this pretty easy without a lot of confusion. Because when you have kids who are dressing themselves backstage and all of that, you can't overcomplicate it, and you can't really overcomplicate it for adults either. So I think it's real important that you stick to all that. So I think this is a possibility, especially since it starts at a size 6, which I think is really good. It's got some, really cute stuff here. So I think this is a possibility for me to make. All right. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about these porch geese. I don't understand them. I have seen these patterns lately and I'm like, who has a porch goose? Like, if you have one, let me know. Sounds great that you have a porch goose. Go with your porch goose self. But like, I don't get them. So I don't even know where one would get that. There's just a few patterns left. We've got a floppy bear, okay, which is cute. Um, we've got these little fruit stuffies, which are kind of fun. Um, I don't know why I would make fruit stuffies, but they aren't easy to sew. This might be a good project um, for my kids to do in my sewing class. I don't know if you have to embroider those eyes on or what the whole idea is, but fleece and minky fleece would be great. Embroidery floss. So yeah, it's definitely gonna embroider. I don't really have an embroidery like part to my machine. I'm looking at them, but I don't know that I want to do that right now. So it's cute. I mean, you can make an avocado and an orange slice, and oh, is that French fries? What is that? I don't know. Pumpkin, all kinds of cute things. So, um, really cute stuff. Um, let's see. Two more patterns. We got some patterns that would fit like an American Girl doll. Again, my daughter doesn't have American Girl dolls anymore. But if she did, I would definitely make these. So cute. And you can make those from scraps day in and day out. So cute. I may make some for my Etsy shop I'm planning on opening. Working on that now, kind of building up inventory before I start. And the last one, these are fine. I don't like the way they patched all this together. It feels very, I don't know. I don't want to say homemade because it is, but it feels very, I don't know. I don't know that it's as, I mean, everybody could do it a different way. So I feel like I would do some of the patching together of things in a different way. Now you've got a fanny pack here, a belt bag, and a pouch. Okay. You've got two different totes. So those are really cute. I might work on some of those. We're in Longhorn land here, but I always rooted for TCU and some of those when I was back home where I grew up. But that's the drop, guys. That's the simplicity drop. I'm really excited about a lot of these. So when simplicity goes on sale, I'll definitely nab them up. I am counting 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am counting about 11 or 12 of them I might pick up. So they're great. I always love sewing with simplicity. But give me your thoughts on these. And once again, happy sewing. And I hope everything's going well. Talk to you soon. Bye.